Hi, and welcome to another month's Thought on Leadership. We've got an interesting title, Walk the Talk, and What's the Footprint We Leave Behind? I came across something the other day which I wanted to share with you because it really did make me stop and think. There's a quote, "If you don't know how to fix it, at least stop breaking it." And it was said by Seven Kala Suzuki, a 12-year-old girl who spoke to the United Nations. She was addressing the United Nations on climate issues. And what she was basically saying is, we know you haven't got all the answers to the problems, but at least if you don't know how to fix it, at least stop breaking it. Which is quite a powerful statement. But it got me thinking because there was a deeper message in some of what she said. And some of it struck a chord with me. So she was asking us really to be congruent with what we say. In other words, be congruent between what we say and what we do. We say that yes, there's issues here we need to deal with, but then we don't actually deal with them. And at the end of 2007, we hear that countries that had set themselves targets to lower their emissions have actually raised them. Okay, so we don't seem to be going anywhere, yet we're doing all the right rhetoric to it. But the final bit that really got to me was she had something that she said which really did make me stop and think about who we are. You know, there's nothing like seeing yourself from a child's set of eyes sometimes. I'm going to quote to you what she said. "At kindergarten, you teach us to behave in the world. You teach us not to fight with others, to work things out, to respect others, to clean up our mess, not to hurt other creatures, and to share and not be greedy." And then she went on to say, "Why do you go out and do the things you tell us not to do?" It's a very powerful question, isn't it? We do tell our children these things, and then we close the door, and we go to work, and we behave in exactly the way we tell our children not to behave. As leaders, questions like these need to be asked. We need to check in and think about what is the consequences of our actions on the people that we are influencing. We're meant to be role models to others. We're meant to be teaching them. How does our attitude and our behaviors and our principles reflect against what we tell other people? I'm always reminded of a story, and I want to read it to you because I came across it a number of years ago, but it's in the same vein of this whole thought here. It's called The Tale of Johnny. When Johnny was 6 years old, he was with his father when his father was caught speeding. His father handed the officer a $20 note and his driver's license. Turns to his son and he said, "It's okay. Everybody does it." When Johnny was 8, he listened to his uncle telling his father about the work he was doing, cash in hand. "It's okay," his uncle turned to him and said, "Everybody does it." When Johnny was 12, he broke his glasses on the way to school. His aunt persuaded the insurance company that they had been stolen, and she received $75. "It's okay," the aunt said to him. "Everybody does it." When he was 16, he made the high school rugby team. His coach showed him how to grab the opposing player's shirt so that the official wouldn't see. And the coach said, "It's okay. Everybody does it." When he was 17, he took his first job in a supermarket. His assignment was to place the overripe strawberries at the bottom and the good ones on the top so that the strawberries all looked good. "It's okay," his manager said. "Everybody does it." When Johnny was 18 and a neighbor applied for a scholarship, Johnny was a marginal student. His neighbor was in the upper 3% of his class, but he couldn't play right guard in the team. Johnny got the scholarship. It's okay. Everybody does it. When Johnny was 19, he was approached by a senior who offered him the test papers for $30. It's okay, the person said. Everybody does it. Johnny got caught and went home in disgrace. His mother said, "How could you do this to me, Johnny?" His father said, "You never learned anything like this from us." And his coach and his boss and his uncle and his aunt were all shocked by what Johnny had done. You see, if there's anything the adult world cannot stand, it's the kid that cheats. My question for this month is very straightforward. Are you the role model to others that you need to be? Are you setting the example to those you lead of what you want in them? Are you the person that you would be proud to know? When people look at you, do they see the person you purport to be, or the person that demands of others what they're not prepared to do with themselves? These stories this month were meant to stop and challenge you. Them asking you, what is the footprint? Walk the talk, but also look at the footprint you're leaving behind. How do you want to be remembered? Not when you die, but by the employee as they go home every night. How do they want to talk about you to other people? Have a great month, have serious thoughts, but have fun, and rise to be the leader you always could be if you wanted to be and allowed yourself to be. Thanks for listening again, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Bye for now.